Hey dreamers and purpose seekers, welcome to another episode of Work on Your Purpose. I'm TL Talks, and this channel is for aspiring entrepreneurs just like you to help you build your confidence to start creating your business and work on your purpose. I got a question for you, and I want you to be really honest with yourself on this one. Are you looking for ways to earn income from a side hustle, but maybe you don't know where to start? A side hustle isn't slinging dope. I mean, that's not what I mean when I talk about hustle. You might think that that's like you got to be out in these streets. A side hustle is a way to make money outside of your 9-to-5 job. And it allows you to make money that gives you more freedom to pursue your passions. Maybe buy things that you need or want, or even lower any financial debt or worries. So today we're going to talk about 21 side hustles to consider to create multiple streams of income so you can be your own boss. I know that's a long title, but the whole purpose is to help you win. Like, I want you to have different options in your arsenal so that way as you work on building your dreams, you can create a little bit of extra income for yourself. Maybe you need some extra income so you can invest and save for your business. So today we're going to talk about those 21 side hustles that you can do right now to start building some passive income, some multiple streams of income, and hopefully transition from your job into your business. So when you calculate the cost of like rent, food, bills, and transportation, you might realize that you barely have enough left over. At least I won't speak for you, I'll speak for myself. There's been so many times in my life where I look at all of my monthly expenses. I'm trying to run a business and get it off the ground. And you got to make some serious decisions. Like, do I put some money on this bill this week? Do I put money towards the business? Do I work on getting food for myself for the week? Like, do I focus on that? Like, sometimes you just have to spread it out the best way you can. But the goal is to get out of that type of lifestyle. Because it sucks. It's a horrible feeling when you don't have enough money to do the things that you really want to do, or in some cases really need to do. So the worst part is that your financial growth is always capped. When you work for an employer, you might get a bonus, you might get a 1% raise. They may increase your salary by a couple of percentage points, but is that really enough for you to live off of? Do you want to keep spinning your wheels and doing the same thing over and over again? Probably not. I was tired of spinning my wheel. I was just going through the notions of working jobs because that's what I thought I was supposed to do. I never was exposed to the idea of becoming an entrepreneur until I was in my late 20s. So most of my early adult life, it was about just getting jobs that I could potentially see myself moving up in, and then making, as much money within that process to be able to sustain a lifestyle for myself. I wasn't thinking outside the box. I was just limiting myself because, one, I wasn't exposing myself to the right resources that would teach me how to change my mindset. For a while, I was just doing what I thought I was supposed to do and not thinking any more about it. I was creating comfort for myself. I was making money. It was consistent coming in. You know how it is with the 9-to-5. You know where your money's coming from every day, every week. You know that you're making money and it's going to come in the form of a paycheck. But when you're an entrepreneur, it's very uncertain at first until you get yourself set up. At least I'll speak for myself. It was really uncertain for me. I didn't know where I was going to get the money to raise capital for my business, support myself and pay for rent. There was a lot of uncertainty in my process. And even still to this day, I think it's important to never get too comfortable. When you don't have the right mindset that will align you with the things that you want in your life, you're going to keep spinning those wheels. I was creating so much comfort for myself that I didn't really think to look beyond the 9-to-5 employee mindset that I had at the time. It wasn't until I got laid off where I realized, wow, You mean to tell me that after all the time and effort that I put into this company and gave my time, you're telling me that just without any warning, you can just give me the boot and tell me good luck, wish you the best, maybe even hand me a little bit of a severance pay on my way out if I'm lucky, and you just go back to doing business as usual while I try to figure out how I'm going to survive or find my next job? It was a reality check for me. Realistically, that's just the way it is. I had to start looking at myself to discover what other ways can I utilize my skills and my experience to create my own. I wanted to create my own path. I didn't like that after dedicating all that time and effort into this company, that I could lose my job and be out of my paycheck, out of my income. And I didn't like that that job had so much control over me. I was allowing it to have more control over me. That was the problem. I was allowing the job to have control over me. For me, it was very unsettling. I was angry. I was mad, not just at them, but I was mad at myself. I was mad at myself because I wasn't thinking bigger. So I had to find something else. I had to start looking at other ways to create more side hustles for myself. You start a side hustle to make a couple extra $100 or $1,000 a month. Something that can either help you make more money today, make more money tomorrow, or even 5 or 10 years from now. So I'm going to share with you some side hustle ideas that you can start right now to start building that passive income for yourself and creating more streams of income. The first side hustle is starting a dropship business. Dropshipping is one of the best side hustles and job ideas that are out there. It allows you to sell a product directly to the customer without even having to buy any inventory. So why is that great? Well, you don't need to have a big startup cost. You can keep your risk and budget low. And the manufacturer not only carries the inventory, but also ships it directly to the customer for you. So your main focus should be marketing and customer service. And the lifeline of any business is marketing and customer service. If you're not marketing your business, you're not getting as many customers as you could. And if you have customers, you have to make sure that you treat them well. Don't fall into the trap of getting all your effort and time and energy wasted by not providing good customer service for your customers and clients. It's the relationship that you build with them that keeps them coming back. And you know that as a consumer yourself, you're not going to go someplace that treats you like shit. You're going to go someplace that caters to you and treats you well. So consider that when you deal with your own business. But if you have a strong marketing background, I don't. If you are great at marketing, let me know. Let's talk about potentially collaborating, working together, maybe hiring you. But if you're good at marketing, then you want a side hustle that plays to your strength. And that's with any skill set. Like for me, I'm good with music. I've been a music producer for over 23 years now. I have over 10 studio recorded albums that have been released on Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, Pandora, all over the world as well. I'm in multiple countries. I'm earning passive income off of the streams and downloads of my music. I have well over 1,000, 1,500, maybe even 2,000 songs at this point, but not all of those songs have been published, but the ones that I do, it's definitely over 100 songs that I have that are collecting passive income revenue for me because they're streaming on those major platforms. And even on YouTube. You know, I have music on YouTube. Check out Awaken the Moment. It's one of my best studio projects yet. I'll leave a link and image, as you can see. I'll put an image right up here. Yeah, there's the album cover. And the link will be in the description. You should check it out. It's great background music. But find out what your strength is and see if you can turn that into a side hustle. I'm willing to bet no matter what type of skill set you have, there's probably a side hustle that already exists for it. And if not, create it. So it's one of the rare side jobs, drop shipping, that allows you to scratch a true entrepreneurial itch. and it's at a low risk. You get to be the owner of your very own business, and you get to keep the cost and expense of running the business down. With drop shipping, you can start a business with any of your favorite passions. Do you love stocking your kitchen? You can sell kitchen equipment on the internet. Maybe you've found this unique solar-powered smartphone cooling accessory. You can start selling that online. You can start with one idea and expand from there. If you love makeup, maybe you can start some type of makeup business where you can sell beauty products and build an audience through YouTube, right? It's already being done. Almost any niche can be pursued with drop shipping. Plus, if you're a creative person, you can run wild with unusual business ideas. So get creative. Think about some things that you can drop ship to customers and find out what works for you. After all, as the owner of your own business, you'll always have the final say. So whatever makes sense, if it makes a great side hustle, try it out, see if it works. I say give every side hustle, if you're really passionate about it, I say give yourself at least 6 months. Give yourself 6 months, really go at it, see how you can develop it and watch it grow. And if it's a dud, then learn to let it go and move on to the next thing. Tip number 2, become a freelancer. Now, this could be gigs that you create on Fiverr or maybe Upwork, just to name a couple. You could do t-shirts, you could do graphic design, you could do audio editing. I created a gig on Fiverr as an audiobook producer. I offer audiobook production and editing services to authors who are trying to publish their audiobooks. I can help you get the clear quality sound that you need and help you pass the ACX standards for Audible. Fiverr is a great option for freelancers. It's been around for a while now, and there's a lot of people on there. You may say, oh, well, there's a lot of competition. Yeah, okay, well, that's in anything that we do in life, right? There's other people doing similar things that we do, but nobody can do what you do the way you do. So don't get discouraged when you go on there and you see that there's a lot of people that are doing similar things. Just stick with it and really put your all into it and make it work. And if it doesn't, then you can try something else. So how much money can you make with side hustles? Well, you could make anywhere from $50 to $2,000 a month or more, depending on the side gigs that you take on and the platform that you use. So for example, if you're looking to hit, say, an extra $1,000 a month, freelance writing is a side hustle that can allow you to reach this goal. The secret to succeeding as a freelancer is to charge clients based on the value that you bring. So most freelance workers undercharge, which results in fast burnout with little payoff. So you have to understand your worth. I struggled with that for a long time. And even sometimes it still comes up today when I'm dealing with clients that are new, who I really want to serve. It's that little voice in the head that just says, hey, they're not going to pay if it's too much. They're not going to pay if it's too much. And so I sometimes settle for less than what I know I'm worth and what my services are worth. It's a work in progress. You just got to continue doing your work to uplift yourself, to talk to yourself and tell yourself that you're worthy, that you're valuable, that what you have is valuable, and that you deserve to get paid what you feel you deserve to get paid, and not what you're settling for because you are doubting your value, right? So that's something that I'm telling you, but I'm also telling myself at the same time. Know your worth. Number 3, become an Instagram influencer. Growing up, most people dream about being famous. I know I did when I was a kid. I would be singing and dancing in front of the TV, listening to Kids Incorporated, or watching movies and TV shows and acting the scenes out. I wanted to be famous. I was performing in front of my family when they would come over for events, and it was fun. But the truth is, not everyone can sing or act, and not everyone becomes famous. But fortunately for you, you can still build a personal brand around yourself based on what you can do. Maybe you have a really cool fashion sense or can bake an awesome cake. Okay, on Instagram, anyone can start a side hustle by becoming an influencer. And if you don't like the spotlight, that's cool. You don't have to do that. There's other options. We'll cover some of those options in a moment. But you can build an Instagram following around your dog or your photography or your music. You can monetize your Instagram account in a couple of ways too. You can get sponsored posts, you can do Instagram takeovers, or selling a product on your website. But is being an influencer a really good side hustle? Well, let's look at this. The average influencer, this is the average, they charge between $200 to $400 a post. This can vary based on the audience size, but you can feel free to check out the influencer rates, do a Google search and see what you find. You'll find some interesting numbers there. You have to be consistent in the type of content that you post, how often you post, and when you post. I'm still learning it for myself. I want to make sure that I reach you at the best time possible to help you work on your purpose. So I'm learning. It's a learning process, but we're in this together. We're learning together. But you'll gain new followers if people know what they can regularly expect from your page. So you won't be able to monetize right away. It's going to take some time. Like I said, any side hustle, you want to give it at least 6 months. And if you see that you're making progress, keep going. If you feel like you need to take a step back, then you can assess that and see if that's the best move for you. But I always say stick with it for the long haul unless it just doesn't make sense anymore. So you won't be able to monetize right away. It's going to take time, but invest your time into growing your followers and post several times a day, maybe even every day if you can, and work on building relationships with the people who not only watch your videos, but the people whose videos you watch. If you see somebody that inspires you, then leave a comment, subscribe to their page, like their post, support them, because they're providing good content that resonates with you, and the least you can do is show them that you like it, subscribe to it, and leave a comment. Number 4, become a virtual assistant. Now, this could be one of the top side hustles. There's a high demand for virtual assistants. A virtual assistant is an assistant who works in a remote location as opposed to a company's office. So you could be sitting at home on your toilet with your laptop. I wouldn't want to smell that though. If you were in a Zoom meeting and you were on the toilet with your laptop, that would be kind of weird. A virtual assistant can be anywhere. You can work from home. You can work while you're on vacation. You can go and work at the park, even the beach. I like to go to the beach or go to the park to do some of my work. But they can help with tasks such as administration, social media, bookkeeping, and so many other things. There's been a growing demand for virtual assistants from business owners who need help on various projects. As a business owner, it's hard to run every part of your business successfully, especially if it's something that you're not very skilled with. And there's countless other businesses around the world that rely on virtual assistants to grow and maintain their brands. As a virtual assistant, you can specialize in countless areas as well. But how much money can you make as a virtual assistant? Well, most virtual assistants trade their time for money. So you might get capped based on the number of hours of work that you can do each week. And the person that wants to hire you will probably have a budget. So it all depends. But you can choose to set a total monthly earning and get paid by the hour. Some make minimum wage while others make maybe $35 an hour depending on their skills and experience. But you set the price. And again, remember not to settle for less than what you feel you're worth. But know that you are valuable and worthy of earning the amount that you believe you deserve. But becoming a virtual assistant, starting this side hustle, you can find clients on websites, again, like Fiverr or Upwork. Starting up might be a bit harder as you need to find clients, but you could earn more money this way. And if you put the time and effort into it and you do the work, then you can create this side hustle for yourself and start earning some extra income for yourself every month. You can also join popular group pages on social media platforms for business or online retailers that offer your services. Number 5, sell your photography. If you've got a camera, which everybody who has a smartphone has a high quality, high definition camera for the most part, right? So if you have a camera and some basic photo skills, and photo editing skills as well, you can take photography as your side hustle, right? If you like taking pictures of your city, I like taking pictures of the beach, just the environment, period, nature. You can sell your photography to local publications such as a city's newspaper or blog. You can also consider sites like Getty Images and Pond5. Those are two sites where I submitted images for people who are looking for stock images. These sites allow you to sell your photos, and you can even sell music on some of these sites as well. The platform allows you to earn money for every photo that you sell, but it's a numbers game. You have to submit a lot of content, right? Get yourself out there. So get going with those pictures. But if you'd rather not make money with pictures, you can also add photography to products like canvases or t-shirts and phone cases and make even more money, right? That way. So that's another option for using photography as a way to create a side hustle. And if that's not enough, you can even seek clients who are looking for a photographer for like weddings, maybe pet photography or newborn photography or some type of product photography. You can make some money as a photographer. How much money can you make as a photographer? Well, if you sell your pictures online, you can make a little bit. You could do an extra couple $100 maybe, or $1,000 a month, depending on how much your pictures are being purchased and used. If you venture into wedding photography, you can make a couple $1,000s or more per event. The best thing about it is that if you have a 9-to-5 currently and you work Monday through Friday, then you can use the weekends to do photography, or you can run workshops in your spare time about photography. That could be really helpful for beginners if you are already a photographer who's a professional. One tip that I give you about photography is that if you plan on selling your photography on a stock photo site like Getty Images or Pond5, just to name the two, again, I mentioned it's a numbers game. So the more pictures that you make and upload, the better chance that you have of being found. So you'll need to make sure that you use the right tags as well so that people can find your images easily. And the more pictures you take, of course, the faster you'll develop your photography skills over time. So it's important that you at least give it 6 months to a year for this one. Give yourself time to build up some clientele. It may not even take that long. You may start promoting your services as a photographer. In the first month, you may get your first client to do for like a huge shoot, like a wedding or birthday or whatever. So either way, it's an all-around win. Number 6, sell original music online. This is my favorite because this is what I've been doing since 2008 when I released my first album worldwide called Tonight. Now, there are so many different ways that you can publish your music these days. I'm only going to talk about my experience, which has been CD Baby. CD Baby is how I distribute my music worldwide. I love it. It's an easy site to use. I'm not being sponsored by them, which I should be. I don't have enough followers yet. Hopefully we can build this thing together, you and me and your friends. Selling your music online is definitely another source of income, a passive income. So you create something once, like a song, you put it online, distribute it, publish it through sites like CD Baby, and it gets played and streamed all around the world. And every time someone plays that song, you earn some money. You earn royalties. There's also other sites like BeatStars, SoundCloud, where you can get your music heard, streamed, and even be able to monetize your music. The goal is to create multiple streams of income. By using sites that publish your music worldwide, it gives you an opportunity to reach different markets that you would never have been able to reach. It also gives you the opportunity to earn more passive income as time goes on. And the more music that you submit, just like with photography and submitting your images to stock image sites, music's no different. It's all about creating quantity and quality, because the more music that you put out, the more awareness you build and the more opportunities to earn. So you want to become your own boss, and technology allows you the opportunity to create your own hustle and reach millions of people around the world. So it's 2022. No more excuses. It's time to work on your side hustle and create wealth and multiple streams of income. especially passive income. Passive income is income you receive from work that you do once, and you get paid while you sleep, while you eat, while you're playing with your kids. But I want to give you the complete list of all the passive income ideas that I was able to identify and that I actually am considering for 2022. With technology advancing the way it has over the last 5 years even, we've seen so many people use technology as a way to get them out of the traditional 9 to 5, working a job for somebody else mentality, right? So if you are trying to become your own boss and build your own business, these side hustles are great ways to start working in that direction. There's no more excuses. If you want to get out of the tradition of working your 9 to 5 or just working for someone else in general, then these side hustles will help you start creating that life and start helping you create your business. It's important that you work on your purpose. If you feel like you need more in life, you create that. So get out there, try these side hustles, give it at least 6 months, see how it goes, and go from there. I know you got this, you can do this. So do your research, figure out what works for you. And if you find that none of the options that I came up with are interesting for you or helpful to you, then think about other ways that you can utilize your skills and natural talents to monetize and create that side hustle for yourself. Make sure you subscribe, comment, and share this video if you found it of value. Also leave a comment with some topics that you would like for me to cover in the next video to help you along your journey. Until next time, keep pursuing your dreams and work on your purpose.